I got a question. Are you guys ready for your next adventure?
Yeah!
The biggest one we've been on so far.
Live, thrive, build!
Well, the time has come. We're leaving our home state of North Carolina to go out on the longest trip of our lives. We've loved walking these lands and exploring the mountains around here. We're headed to our family's cabin in Tennessee to reset for a couple days, and on our way there we decided to hop on our favorite drive, the Blue Ridge Parkway. North Carolina is a beautiful place to us. There's so many different sights to see, different climates to experience, and it's certainly hard to beat springtime in the mountains here. But we feel it's time to head out into the next leg of our big trip, so onward to Tennessee. So we just spent a couple days at the Tennessee cabin. We have one more night, and then tomorrow we head out on the big leg of our trip. It was nice here to reset for a couple days, reorganize and clean out the van, and I was even able to squeeze in a video shoot for One Wheel. And when I say for One Wheel, we're not sponsored by them, but you know who we're sponsored by. Which reminds me, today's sponsor is video by Listexia. Listexia is the complete way to mess up your words without anyone else caring about it. The next time you simpoo your words, be sure to show off that Listexia label to your friends. They'll do what to know. Side effects may include things going from very well to well very. Consult your cisphysician if problems with your words continue to decease. Now, back to our video. Well, here we are about to embark on our out west trip. Got the van all loaded up. Everybody ready to go?
I was sitting here getting stuff ready, and a hummingbird came at the windshield and just stared me in the eyes, and I was able to holler back to Errol Lynn, and she saw it, but
That's
it
so
just disappeared after that. We keep having wildlife show up as we leave certain locations.
It seems like it was a good omen for telling us, have a great trip. Yes, sweetie.
I saw a hummingbird when we were at our old house, and it was blue, and it just sucked up some nectar from our hummingbird feeder.
What color was this hummingbird?
Blue.
This one was blue too? Nice.
And it had an orange chest.
Oh, that's so cool. All right, let's hit the road. So let's talk about that hummingbird thing. Because when we left our first house we left, there was a wild turkey. And we lived like in the suburbs. We lived in the suburbs on a lake. On a lake, but like near a city. So we never saw a turkey in all 6 years of living there anywhere in the area. But a wild turkey was right next to our carport, or the morning we left our house. And then we were just leaving our family's cabin to now go on our out west trip, and a hummingbird staring her in the face in front of our windshield right as we're about to pull out.
I've never seen a hummingbird there.
Yeah.
So I looked at the meaning of hummingbirds, and this is from the Ultimate Guide to Hummingbird Meaning and Symbolism. It says, generally speaking, hummingbirds are symbols of lightness and joy. Those that have a hummingbird as a totem are thought to be playful, adaptable, and can combat negativity with ease. They also serve as good reminders to live life to the fullest and enjoy the simple pleasures in life. I love that. I think that's a cool reminder for the trip, something to keep in mind.
For sure. Oh, and we looked up the turkey meaning as well, didn't we, at some point?
Yeah. So I looked at the meaning of the turkey when we left. This is from some site called Spirit Animal, but it had a few little interesting tidbits here. The turkey is a symbol of abundance. This animal encourages us to honor our sources of nourishment, whether they're physical, emotional, or spiritual. The turkey reminds us to develop harmonious relationships with the land and our environment and consider them as foundations to our well-being and sustenance. The turkey totem is a powerful guide to unlocking the fullness of life and feeling content with what we have, instead of accumulating material belongings to seek happiness. And I found that last part hysterical because at the end of trying to pack all those last minute things, and we sold like 90% of everything before we left. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're like ultra minimalist now, right? And there's still those last minute trying to close the doors of the van
and the trailer.
Oh my gosh. So that part was hysterical, but definitely loving the parts of the abundance and because he's caring for us everywhere. Not turkey. God.
Turkeys look out for us too. They provide great nourishment. So, where's our first stop on our out west trip?
We are going to be rolling through Chattanooga. We should, by the end of the night, probably be in Arkansas, right?
Yep.
Boondocking, and then tomorrow morning we should be able to hit, it's called Anthony's Chapel. It's a beautiful wood and glass church.
It's the church of nature.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll definitely add photos or video or something. Because I can edit now. Look at these views though. Let me turn this thing around. We're reporting live here after the first night of boondocking on our out west trip. We slept at a rest area and it went really well, other than Cadence waking up 85 times. By the way, this right here is what a solid 3 hours of beauty sleep looks like. Cadence. Oh, that's not Cadence. Hello, how are you today?
Good.
Did you get some beauty sleep? Looks like it. And Cadence coming in hot for his third and final slam. Here we go. So we got out and decided to stretch our legs. I was gonna say scratch our legs, but that didn't make sense. Erilyn's doing laps, getting warmed up for the day. Hey, thanks for cleaning up.
So we use the app iOverlander to find boondocking spots. I think the reason why rest stops aren't on there is because different states have different laws about the legality of staying at rest stops. And I kind of was Googling last night, wondering if it was going to work, if we were going to get the knock telling us to move on, and kind of got mixed stuff on Google as far as Tennessee laws with rest stops. Most were saying that there's a 2-hour limit, but we never saw any signs saying anything about staying overnight or any laws about that. And then some people were saying that it's fine to sleep.
So we decided to really prioritize climate with this trip and making sure it's nice and cool as far as low temperatures go. But this first stop we're going to go to is in Arkansas, and you know, it's starting to get pretty warm in mid-May, so it's going to be lows, you know, probably down in like the low 70s, which is warm for us while we're right for sleeping temperatures. So we're going to try to get up to Colorado as quickly as possible and beeline it across Kansas after we check out the Little House on the Prairie Museum. I just love that part when she falls down the hill. Gets me every time.
No offense to anybody who's from Kansas. Hands on the wheel, babe. No offense to anybody who's from Kansas, but we've been told by many people just to skip that state. Drive through in the night.
So last night I was up thinking through a bunch of our made-up sponsors and coming up with new ones. A friend of mine had some really great ideas, so he sent me some last night to get the ball rolling. But then I woke up at like 4 a.m. just thinking like all of these ideas, and I started writing them down on my phone.
And that's what you're doing.
Yeah. We have some great sponsors coming up in some of our future videos. So we figured out something strategic here. We were gonna buy one thing.
And we did.
Because we actually needed it for camping. And it's at the very back of the store. Just like milk and bread in the grocery store. So you walk past 1,000 different items. But we're staying disciplined. We're only buying the propane tank. And a fishing boat.
Thanks for watching to this part in the video. In the next video, we continue our journey into Arkansas, and I'm so freaking excited to share the footage from Anthony's chapel with you. It's one of the most spectacular pieces of architecture I've seen, and possibly my personal favorite. Also, we'll be showing our visit to the Little House on the Prairie Museum, so be sure to like this video, help it get seen, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell in the bottom right corner to get notified when we post the next video. Until next time, my name is Leif. Keep living, thriving, and building.